Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. Today I am here with Jesse Rosario, who is the owner of BocaBox. He is a nutrition professional as well as a fitness instructor. Half a day, Jesse.
Half a day.
So just last month we were talking about women's health because May is Women's Health Month, and now we're in June and it's Men's Health Month.
Yes.
Can you share, first of all, if you think there are any pressing concerns that men, as far as health goes, is there anything that's pressing?
Well, men generally on Guam.
Yeah. Health concerns.
Yeah, I think that the biggest issue that we face on Guam for men is just overall health. You know, once guys reach a certain age, I'm gonna say 40 and over, right? Then they start to think like, oh, okay, life is comfortable and things start to take a back seat, especially things that are beneficial for them.
They become complacent.
Exactly. And once they become complacent, then there's issues with being overweight.
Right.
That leads to issues with health factors like diabetes, hypertension, and everything down the line. And once guys start to neglect their nutrition, they start to neglect their exercise and fitness, everything just goes downhill.
What can you share that's specifically important for men?
I think that men need to take a better approach at making sure that they're eating the right foods. Of course, fruits and vegetables is one, you know, and that's something that is greatly lacking within our diet. And that's diet in general, right? But we still have to figure out how much protein do we need? How much carbs should we be eating? The fat that we're taking in, where is that coming from? And so overall balance with our nutrition, especially for men, is, of course, it's going to be different from women, but we need to pay more attention to that.
So last month we talked a little bit about as women, as we age, inflammation goes up, as estrogen goes down, inflammation goes up, cortisol goes up. Does something similar happen with
Well, that's
guys?
the same thing for guys. I mean not estrogen.
Right.
But
with
as we
testosterone.
start to age, especially, like I said, over 40, testosterone starts to drop.
Okay.
And that makes it difficult for males to build muscle, to lose weight. Metabolism goes all over the place. And so kind of like women, our hormones, our guy hormones are not as high. And so we've got to do things to kind of help pick that up so that we are staying healthy and we can build muscle and burn fat. As long as we're getting an array of protein sources, seafood, animal proteins, chicken, steak, and all that stuff, and eggs as well, I think we'll be okay. But those will help with our hormones. Those will help keep us satiated, and overall, it's good for us.
Yeah. In your experience, have you found as we get older, can we still sustain with a vegan diet, or is it more challenging?
Every diet has its benefits, and I really like people that focus on being vegan because, of course, you're going to get a lot of vitamins and minerals from the plants, right? Yeah. But it's a harder time to make sure that you're eating enough protein by focusing on plant-based proteins.
Right.
There's amino acids that you're lacking, and you have to eat an array of different beans, legumes, tofu, and all this stuff to make sure that you're getting the right amount of protein and the amino acids. Supplements are and should be used for what it is. It's a supplement to a healthy diet. Yeah. So if you're taking protein shakes or you're taking supplements and your diet is whack, it's not going to do anything for you. Yeah, and that goes for even regular normal diets as well. You know, you're going to be lacking things. Guys tend to lack a little bit more magnesium and zinc. That's
I feel
two
like everyone
supplements.
is lacking magnesium.
And that's something I've recently started taking just to supplement my eating habits.
And
it's
it
good
helps
for
me
sleep. Yeah, that's a big thing.
Wow, I'm sleeping so much better just by adding magnesium powder.
Yeah, and that is, I guess, for me personally, in my life, that is the one thing I have a hard time controlling is my sleep.
Yeah. Are there any misconceptions or myths about men's overall health?
Alcohol. And I think the misconception is that, oh, okay, having a drink or two a day is fine and so forth. But it's not. You know, like if you take a look at it, alcohol is alcohol. It's poison for our body. If we're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, if we're trying to build muscle and be healthy, there's really no need for it. Alcohol does not give us any good benefits. And for me, I'm 42. If I have one night of drinking and being social, the next day, 2 days, I'm trying to recover. So that's something that I'm really trying to control, because it is within my control.
Thank you so much for joining us. Join us next week for part 2 of the series.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.